The 11th Virgin by Dorothy Day. Part 1. Adolescent. 1. Every few months Mother Grace and the children's father had a house party, and that meant the horse-chestnut tree in the back garden would have an outcropping of nickels and dimes. They grew in the branches and were hidden among the leaves and twigs around the trunk. The boys could climb for them, but June had to burrow around the roots of the tree. She was only 4 then. There was a convenient ledge all around underneath the kitchen table, where the children ate supper, and they hid their crusts there. Sometimes they were able to slip away unsuspected from the supper table, and sometimes Mary Milady the girl went around and scooped up the crusts and made them eat them before they went out to play Run, Sheepy, Run. The disadvantage of that was that the crusts got mixed up and one had to eat them indiscriminately. June, being a finicky child, much preferred to eat her own. Sadie Spielberger, whose mother kept a grocery store at the end of the block, used to lure June into the little cornfield at the back of the house, and while the two of them hid among the sweet-smelling cornstalks, told June things which were very interesting but which June felt that she ought not to know. There was an agreeable excitement in listening to Sadie, excitement akin to that stomach-aching thrill when one was going to the circus. But Sadie died from eating an Easter egg which had served as a parlor ornament for 10 years. It was made of sugar, and by squinting through one end, June could see a cow and a milkmaid and green trees. Sadie's death, June felt, was the result of delving too deeply into life's secrets. There was a brook running through the vacant lot across the street, and June and her sister Adele used to sit on the stones and try to turn hairs from a horse's tail into water snakes, holding the long hairs patiently in the water, waiting for the heads to grow on them as you were told they did. Concentration made Adele dizzy, and she fell in the water and went home howling. June was whipped for it because, as Mother Grace argued, June was 2 years older and should have known better. That was one of the disadvantages of playing with one sister. June was slapped for many things. For going to the icebox and dipping her fingers into the condensed milk can. 2 fingers could scoop up a lot. At the end of the summer the weeds in the lot grew so high that June could tunnel her way through them, making large green-roofed caves here and there. One of the boys let her share his cave with him, and some afternoons when the others weren't around, he took her in his arms and kissed her, pressing himself up against her. He was one of the big boys.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?